What's up, yo? IBO MMA here. UFC Diego Lopes versus Silva. The fight literally just ended, and I just hopped on here to pretty much recap everything that went on. The fight card was pretty good. To be honest, it wasn't that good. Some of the fights were pretty boring. Tatiana Suarez, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you right now. But it wasn't bad. Let's get into it. Wait, first of all, what was I looking prediction wise? Wait, no, we'll do that at the end. We'll do. Oh wait, I forgot to. Yo, I'm a rookie, bro. I'm a rookie at this. I forgot to switch my screen. Yup. Y'all see the card. Y'all see the card. All right. First fight of the night. See, if y'all don't know me, since I'm quite new. Usually I start off the card, my predictions pretty bad. I got the first three wrong, bro. I got the first three predictions wrong. Let's get into the first fight though. The tough finale. Rodrigo Cezinando versus Danil Donchenko. Yeah, I got this wrong, bro. I got it wrong. He got knocked out in the first. Shout out to Danil Donchenko. It was a dog fight for how much it lasted. He finished it with a crazy elbow. Bro, is it me or has there been a lot of elbow finishes lately? Like, did our elbow just get an update or what? I swear there's so many elbow finishes in the UFC lately. Yeah, I had to pull it, but all right, he knocked him out. Okay, I got it wrong. Okay, I got it. But the post fight little speech, bro, he said that Dana don't give me money and sign my teammate. Brother, don't test Dana, bro. He will gamble that money in 5 minutes, bro. Don't test him. He'll take you seriously, bro, and he'll gamble it. All right, next fight. Oh, for his next fight, just give him anyone at this point. Just give him anyone. Next fight, you got Montse Rendon versus Alex Pereira's sister. Yup. I don't know why he thought he was Alex Pereira's sister. Or she. No. Who said that? I'm actually forgetting. Who said that? Was it Paul Felder? Nah, it was Dominic Cruz. That is not Alex Pereira's sister. She does not fight like Alex Pereira. She lost. She lost, bro. The fight wasn't actually that bad. The fight wasn't too bad. Shout out to Monty Rendon. I also got this one wrong. But, look at the odds weren't that crazy. Never mind. Yo, I didn't even see these odds, bro. I would have picked him. He's a minus 238 favorite. I would have picked him, bro. All right, next fight. This fight, yeah, I got this one wrong as well, bro. Bro, I thought that Diego Lopes plot armor was gonna go on this guy as well, bro. But he does not have his plot armor. The fight was pretty good. But can we be honest? It was a little fluky. A little fluky. He hurt both of his feet. I'm not saying he would have won. It was still a competitive fight. But, he probably wouldn't have gotten finished. And, we'll see what would have happened. You know what I mean? Shout out to Alden Korea. I didn't pick him. Let's see what the odds. Okay, see? He was a big underdog. No wonder I didn't pick him, bro. I only picked Fate. Now I'm playing. All right, next fight. This fight, I would have gotten this one right. Probably. I picked Cedric. But, hey, the game's the game, bro. He came in this fight with $13. He's leaving with $5,013. Zachary Ruiz kicked him in the right ball. He said that his balls were twisted, which, I mean, look, bro, that's honestly one of my biggest fears, bro. Genuinely one of my biggest fears. Hope he, his downstairs is okay. But, bro, someone said he won by testicular torsion. That's how he won. They should probably just rebook this fight, if I'm being honest. This fight, actually, don't do that, actually. Because they already did it twice, and both the times, Cedric pulled out the first one, and then the second one, he got hit in the balls. Like, Let's not rebook this fight. Next fight, my first right prediction. My first right prediction, and he barely won. I'm saying it though. I'm standing on it. He barely won. I still got it right. I don't care. I was on my knees like okay. Just finish the sentence off there. All right, this fight, Jesus Aguilar, that's my GOAT. That's my GOAT. He was fighting pretty good. He definitely won the first round. Very aggressive in the first round. The second round, you could see he was getting a little tired. While Luis Gruel, he was more of those like patient fighters who he'll let the fight come to him. He doesn't like to force things, which is good. But I feel like he was definitely doing a little too much. Like even the third round, where he was definitely the fresher fighter, he wasn't throwing as much as you would like to see from him. And that's at the end of the day, that's why I picked Aguilar. He's been in the UFC for longer. He has more experience, and he won. I got the pick right. Come on. Next fight: Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. Do I even need to say anything for this fight? Can we just look at the numbers real quick? 70 strikes. When did she throw 70 strikes? Genuinely, when did she throw 70 strikes? Look at this though. 70 strikes, 20 were significant. Well, she had 39 strikes, 23 were significant. It's actually crazy, bro. I mean, look, Tatiana Suarez won. Her hype is pretty much gone at this point. Like even after the Whaley fight, there were still a couple fans in there. There were still a couple believers. I mean, look, I wasn't a believer, but I still thought she wasn't that bad. I just thought because Whaley's different. But nah, bro. Nah, she should not get a title fight after that one. That's all I'm gonna say. She is not getting a title fight after that one. She has to fight Patchy Mix. That's who she should fight next. Patchy Mix. Next fight. I got another one wrong. Oh wait, I got this prediction right, by the way. This one, I got it right. I'm pretty sure we all did. She was a minus 440 favorite, but wait, I picked the underdog here. I picked the underdog for the Jesus fight. Wait, that should be like 2 predictions right for me. That should count as 2. I don't care if he's only a 180 underdog. I don't care. All right. Claudio Pelos versus Joaquin Silva. I picked Claudio Pelos. I got this one wrong as well. uh, uh, what can I say? Am I right? Joaquin Silva, bro, he's on something, bro. But look at his physique. Look at his physique. You tell me he's not on something? He looks like a bodybuilder. Damn it, bro. I'm not a fan of both these fighters, as I said in my prediction video. But at least Joaquin, like, he at least tried to fight. You know what I mean? Claudio, I don't understand what he's trying to do in there. I mean, he wasn't doing bad. Like, he was still striking, but like his grappling is just pure, just like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know what he's trying to do. But I got this one wrong. Claudio Pelos, I'm probably never gonna pick you ever again. But we'll see. Next fight. I got this one right. Come on now. I got this one right. I don't care if he's a minus 325 favorite. I got it right. Medina, you gotta go, bud. You gotta go, buddy. It was a good stint while he was at it. 0 wins. He lost to Gautier, which we can like shove that aside. Like everyone, not everyone, but Gautier. Like if you lose to him, it's all right. But losing to Dusko Todorovic, yeah, you gotta go, bud. Dusko, good win, I guess. Not really. I mean, he finished him in the first round, but hey, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? All right, let's move into the main card. This one, I got it right, but I got it right, boys. I got it right. Santiago Luna. I'm pretty sure he's like 22 years old. He finished him the first round. He had a shaky start, if I'm being honest. Really shaky. He got hit with a couple head kicks. But he came back. Quang Lee stuffed the grappling. That's where everyone thought that he would struggle. But he was actually like he neglected neglected. What am I saying? He defended the takedowns, which I'm like, yo, he's beating him up on the feet. He defended the takedowns. This Luna dude's in trouble. But then he came back, and he just started just beating him up, bro. Just started beating him up. That's all I can say. He just started beating him up. There was only 17 strikes in this fight. I feel like that last exchange alone was like 15, no? All right. Yep. And then he was beating him up. He dropped him. Quickly got back up. He dropped him again, and he put him out. Next fight. Wait, by the way, let's just count this real quick. One Mexican. Uh, Two Mexican, I guess, right? It says United States, but three Mexican, four Mexican. What else? Five Mexican. We count that. Calvin Gastelum. Six Mexican. Seven Mexican. Eight Mexican. Bro, the Mexicans went 8-0 on this card. Hey, shout out them, bro. Shout out. Next fight: Alexander Hernandez versus Diego Ferreira. Now this fight, I got it wrong. I got my prediction wrong again. I can't. I can't. Bro, like it's not, he was winning, bro. I picked him for a good reason, bro. This one, you guys should let this slide. I picked him for a good reason. Like he was winning, bro. Like he was generally winning. Hey, Alexander Hernandez, his style is one of the least fun styles to watch, in my opinion. He just runs around the octagon and then he lands like a big right hand or a big exchange. He fluked Chase Hooper, and now he flukes my guy Diego Ferrer. I mean, look, he won it from. Wait, he said he had 30 strikes? But I do not remember him landing 30 strikes, bro. When did he throw 75 strikes? Not genuinely, though. I felt like it was just Diego Ferrer, like, pressuring him the whole fight and landing way more strikes, but I don't know. I guess he landed 30, he landed one. Oh, by the way, the ref should generally just hang up the hang up the whistle, bro. Hang up the whistle. What were you doing, bro? Especially since Diego Ferreira is, I think he's 38 years old. Brother, why did you not stop the fight? He knocked him down. His back of the head hit the canvas. I'm like, okay, it's probably going to be done in a couple seconds, right? He's landing strikes. He's landing strikes. Boom. Diego Ferreira, he's trying to get up. He can't. He literally can't. He goes out for like a second. He comes up, and he's still landing strikes. He goes out again. He comes up, and then the ref steps in. Brother, what are we doing, bro? Let me be a ref. Let me be a ref, and I would have stopped that. Genuinely, let me be a ref. I think I was about to say it's an easy job. It's not an easy job, but like, bro, I'd rather see an early, like stoppage than a late stoppage, especially when the fighter's 38 years old. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Next fight. Kelvin Gastelum versus Dustin Stoltzfus. This fight, probably the fight of the night. Maybe not. What was the fight of the night? It was probably either this one. Oh, wait, this one was really good. This one was actually a banger. This one wasn't bad. This one was a banger. It was only 2 rounds, but it was a banger, bro. Banger. See, now, if you guys don't know, Kelvin Gastelum did weigh in at 191 pounds. 191 pounds. He missed the weight by 5 pounds, which is absolutely crazy. But look at his physique. Look at this. Look at his height. I think he's like 5'7". He's the same height as Ilya, not making 185? Brother. But even bro, this is the thing. He's like DC. Not that he's like good at like grappling or anything, but like where he could be this big and he still has like speed and power. Well, obviously power, but he's still like quick and he can still keep up with like the not the young guns, but like, you know, he can still keep up with the division. Which is cool to see, but like, brother, you gotta wait, can we just put him to 205? Let's just put him up to 205. Let's see how big he can get. And let's put him up to heavyweight as well. Let's just see how big and how wide he can get. But nah, shout out Calvin Gastelum. The fight was pretty good. It was a banger. His 1-2s, he looked pretty solid in there. His striking looked great. Shout out Dustin Thosis as well. They both have crazy chins. But that's the thing. Now I'm thinking about it. If he weighed in at 185, would he be able to take the shots that Dustin would hit him with? Or would he even, like, would Dustin take more of the shots that Calvin dished out? Like, I'm thinking about this, and that's why I hate when fighters miss weight, because it's like, you won the fight, but are you really the better fighter? You did win the fight. You won the fight. I get that. But are you the better fighter? Who would have known how this fight would have looked at if he came in lighter? You know what I mean? But I mean, hey, shout out Calvin though. Next fight, probably the fight of the night, if I'm being honest. This was probably the fight of the night. Rafa Garcia versus Jerry Gordon. You know, it's another pick that I got wrong. I picked Jerry Gordon. Wait, I picked Calvin Gastelum, by the way, if y'all didn't know. I picked Jerry Gordon. You know, listen, I'm not gonna look. I know I got the pick wrong. But he came in the fight with like a knee brace, and apparently he got hit with a car crash the day before the fight. Which, I mean, look, he still looked pretty good in there. He was still, I think he, okay, I don't think he was winning, but it was 1-1 going to the third. I'm pretty sure. Look, bro, I had good reason to pick him. I had really good reason to pick him, but shout out Rafa Garcia. It was a banger. The first round was definitely Rafa's round. He just outbrawled him, kind of. Look, Jared, I don't know if it was because of the car crash or whatever, but he looked really slow in there, and it just made me think, like, is age starting to, you know, creep up on my boy, or is his age starting to creep up? Because I think he's one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC before this fight. I would have said he was one of those underrated fighters that potentially could be ranked in that division. But my boy, he lost the first round. I get that 100%. But then the second round, he came back and he's landing some good shots. He's starting to look like himself. But then that third round, he just looked way too slow. I'm talking about way too slow. And Rafa caught him with a couple good shots, put him down. I think it was with the elbow. I'm not too sure, but I know he had him in like a deep submission, which I'm usually not a fan of, like when fighters drop their opponent and then put them in a submission. Like, they're already rocked. Just finish them on the ground with punches. Like, why are you trying to submit them and give them a chance to like recover for a bit? You know what I mean? Which I'm not usually a fan, but it worked out in his case. Even though he didn't finish him with a submission, you could tell Jerry Gordon was like, he was out of there, bro. He was out of there. Rafa hit him with a couple more elbows, and the ref separated the fight. The ref stopped the fight, which, I mean, good stop, by the way. Good stop. This one, not so good. All right. Co-main event of the evening. I got it wrong. Another fight, I got it wrong, right? Bro, I'm not even really familiar with this David dude, though. Like, all I know is it's Raul Rosas' teammate covering for him. That's all I knew. And that he was a doctor. That's all I knew. And that he's young. How would I have known he was good, bro? I'm sorry, but if in my head, right? Raul Rosas pulled out. He's like, yo, let's see who I can call up. Let's see if one of my boys can take the fight. And the UFC's like, all right, just bring him in. You know what I mean? So he didn't earn the fight at all. He had one fight before this, and who did he beat? Who did he beat? I'm sorry, this is a little side note. He beat Oliveira. Wait, this dude might be nice. He beat Oliveira. Who's Oliveira? Simon Oliveira. Who did he fight? He doesn't have one win in the UFC. All right. That's all I needed to know. All I needed to know. Like, bro, how is I supposed to know this, bro? What are the odds? The odds. He was a slight favorite. Rob Font, that is. Look, bro, Rob Font. He has definitely one of my favorite styles to watch in the UFC. Just boxing, just boxing. Which, speaking of boxing, right after I edit this video, I'm going to watch the Canelo and Terrence Crawford fight. Just a little side note. I got Canelo. If you guys are wondering, I just think the size difference is crazy, and that his Terrence Crawford's last fight against Madrimov, which that fight was at a heavier weight compared to where he usually fights, and he did not look as good, if I'm being honest. But I can see current Terrence Crawford, like, the better the opponent, like the better he is. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's like I'm like 60-40 on this, or like 55-45 Canelo. And it's just because of his size event. That's all. And I don't even know boxing like that. I generally don't. Generally don't know boxing like that. So hey, it's whatever. Oh, we're back to this fight, right? Rob Font, his style is just outdated, if I'm being honest. Just you can't just be good at one thing in the UFC no more. You have to be good with your hands, your feet, your grappling, which Rob Font, he's pretty good with his grappling. He's pretty good with his kicks. But like he's just so predictable where it's like these newer generations, they're gonna be able to beat him easily. Maybe not easily, but like they're gonna figure him out. And he did that. So shout out David Martinez. He's ranked now. David Martinez, he's ranked. I didn't even know him last week, but he's ranked. So shout out him. He should fight. Who should he fight? Maybe a guy like who? Trying to think. Uh Maybe let me look at this division real quick. Let me look at the division real quick. Have him fight Marcus McGee. Why not? Why not? Henry Cejudo, Marcus McGee, one of them. I don't know. All right, let's get back here. Main event of the evening. Does your picks really matter if you get the main event wrong? No. I got the main event right. So do you know what that means? I'm the master predictor. The master MMA predictor. I do these things. I've been a fan 3 years. 3 years I've been a fan. I know how the big fights go. When I do my research, I know how the fight's gonna go. And I picked Diego Lopes. I picked him by TKO, by the way. Late round TKO. So I guess I was wrong on that part. I said the fight would be a striking fight. I was wrong about that. Diego Lopes took him down the first like 30 seconds. And he absolutely pummeled him. He absolutely pummeled him on the ground. He got into mount right away. His elbows, he was doing 12-6 elbows, John Jones style. And he just absolutely just butchered him. I'm pretty sure a couple of them were to the back of the head, which I mean, this Diego Lopez we're talking about. He got Gene Silva all bloodied up. Shout out Gene Silva. He survived. I low-key thought it was gonna end right there. I thought it was gonna end right there. He got up, and then now I was like, okay, he's mad. He's mad. I was actually shivering in my boots when I saw him get up. I'm like, yo, no. I was like, no, not my boy Diego. No, don't do this to me. I can't, I can't go outside like this on my picks. I literally can't. He got up, boom. There's like 20 seconds left. They both landed a couple shots. The round ended. In my head, I'm like 10-8 round, right? Because he absolutely butchered him on the ground. But apparently, I'm looking at the little Twitter like comments in the bottom left of the screen. Everyone's saying it's like a 10-9 round. I'm like, yo, he literally almost finished him. And even when it was on the feet, it was pretty much like maybe Gene had a little advantage, but it wasn't like it's not like he landed one good little front kick. One good little front kick. In my opinion, that's a 10-8. Round number 2. Wait, just first of all, I didn't even say this. Before the fights even started, Gene Silva is taking 20 minutes to get into the cage. I'm literally like, I want to see this fight, right? He's taking 20 minutes clip farming going into the cage. He had a stare off with his wife. I'm like, what is happening right now? What is happening? Why are you having a stare off with your wife? I thought he was gonna go John Jones mode. He gets in the cage, boom. Diego Lopes just, bro, him with the mustache, he actually looks good, bro. My boy looks good, bro. He goes into the cage like a G. And then boom. Second round, all right? Second round. Gene Silva comes in. I'm like, I was shivering, bro. Goosebumps, shivering. I'm like, no, bro. I was like, no. No, not Diego, no. And then literally, Gene Silva starts beating him up, bro. He starts beating him, bro. For some reason, Diego Lopes looks like he's 40 years old. Like, he looked so slow in there. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was just training, like, wrestling and jiu-jitsu the whole camp. He looked so slow in there. He get hit with, boom, punches, elbows, leg kicks, front kicks. He's get hit with his whole bag. Gene Silva was throwing his whole bag. You see his bag? He threw it at him. He threw everything he had at him. Diego Silva, I mean, bro, it's like the second time I said that, bro. Diego Lopes, he's literally smiling. Like, he's literally smiling through it all. It's like that one LeBron James little meme. Like, bro, he's literally smiling through it all. I'm like, yo, you're about to get knocked out. Why are you smiling, bro? Lock in. Lock in. I don't know if he got overconfident or what it was, but he just started smiling. Maybe he was trying to say that Gene Silva doesn't hit that hard. I don't know. Maybe. But, and then what happened? See if I can remember. Obviously, I remember. I just watched the fight. Oh yeah, Gene Silva. He like rocked Diego, and Diego wasn't smiling no more. As soon as he got rocked, no, he wasn't smiling no more. So they're exchanging, right? I'm like, no, my pick is gone, bro. My pick, this card. I was gonna delete my YouTube video. I was gonna delete my YouTube video, and I was gonna delete my whole channel, bro. But then my guy, he takes him down. Diego Lopes takes him down. I'm like, yes, bro. I was like, yes, bro. Yes, my friend. My friend. Shout out Tota. He takes him down. I'm like, okay. Start beating him like you did in round 1. Gene Silva, I kid you not, gets up in like 15 seconds. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, yeah. All right, okay. Boom. Gene Silva, I think he rocked him again. Rocked Lopes. Lopes is against the cage. Gene Silva comes like scurrying over like a madman. Boom. Diego Lopes just does a little spinner. Look, this is what he does a little spinner Rooney elbow. Spinner Rooney elbow. I like that. He does the spinner Rooney elbow. I taught him that technique. Technique. Boom. Gene Silva goes down. And then he just finishes him right there. People are saying early stoppage. Or I think DC said that. Or no. Gene tried to say that it was an early stoppage. Brother, you were holding the cage. Your head was literally on the floor. That was not an early stoppage. Now he got caught, bro. It wasn't even that bad of a. No one should say fraud check or anything like that. He got caught. I'm not a fan of him, to be honest. The only fighting nerd that I'm really a fan of is CP, Carlos Prates. I don't know why I just used his acronym, but That's the only fight in there I'm really a fan of. Literally right after the fight, Diego Lopes, he finishes him. My pants are filled with I'm actually not gonna say that. I don't know why I even thought of saying that. I was really happy. I was on my knees. Uh, what is with me right now? All I see is Diego Lopes literally runs to Gene Silva's corner, and he starts like saying, I don't know, like some Spanish, no Portuguese. My fault, my fault. You got me. Portuguese. I'm sorry. He starts literally right next to Gene, by the way, and Gene is all bloodied up, like literally his abs full of blood, body full of blood, face full of blood. I think he was crying. Gene, Diego, I don't know what he said to his corner, but his corner was mad. His corner was mad. Literally, Gene gets up and he jabs like the back of his head while Diego was walking away. Cause I don't know, I guess he disrespected his corner. And then literally Diego, he goes up on the cage and he starts flipping his corner off. I don't know if it's his whole corner or if it's just one dude, but he starts flipping him off. I don't know what is happening. I don't know. I don't know. Did the mustache bring it out of him or what? Is Diego really like a trash talker like that? Hey, don't get Diego mad, bro. Don't get, bro. Yair Rodriguez. This would have been you, bro. You called my boy a Coulon. Guess what? You're next. You're next. You're next. You're next. Shout out, shout out Diego Lopes. Just securing my pick, securing my whole video, my whole video. I am so happy right now. Even though, let's just count. Let's just count my. Let's count my picks. So I'm 0-1. I'm 0-2. I'm 0-3. I started off really bad. I would have no. I'm 0-3 still. I'm 1-3. I'm like okay. I'm like okay. I'm 2-3. I'm like all right. This is where the fall off. This is where we go up. And then I'm 2-4. Okay. I'm 3-4. Not bad. I'm 4-4. Come on. I'm 4-5. I'm 5-5. I'm 5-6. I'm 5-7. I'm 6-7. I'm 6-7. I did that on purpose. I'm 6-7. Wait. Wait. I did that on purpose, y'all. I did that on purpose. Next card, I'm calling it. I'm gonna go 8-4. I'm gonna go 8-4. Or 8-3 or 8-5 or whatever. Alright. I think that's my whole video, right? Shout out y'all for watching the whole video or whatever. If you click through, watch it on 2x speed, watch it while you're playing video games or whatever. Shout out y'all. This is only the come up, only the beginning. You will see my face a lot. My hair is atrocious right now. Bro, I don't know why I went buzz during the summer. I tried looking like Marlon, but it just did not work. Uh Bro, if y'all don't know, I have curly hair, bro. So my hair is just like, if y'all can see it, it's like kind of curling up, but not really. I don't know. Wait for me in December. I'm gonna be mogging. But shout out for y'all for watching the video. Subscribe, comment, please. I'm lonely in there. I'm probably gonna comment my own video, my other account. I'm gonna like it on my other account. Uh, shout out y'all. Have a good night, bro. How do I, brother, how do I do this?